So in today class, we are going to learn about Scrum. What is Scrum here? Scrum is one of the agile process methodology. What it is? It is one of the agile process development methodology. Okay, so see the first point. It is a type of agile framework, or we may call it as it's a one of the framework, and it is a framework within which people can address complex adaptive problems. Okay, while productivity and creativity of delivering products is at highest positive values, possible values. Whenever we are going to use this Scrum, then we will give the best results, which means highest possible values to that particular problems. We are going to address the complex problems in Scrum. If the client will come with biggest new features or biggest problems, solutions for biggest problems, in such a case we are going to use a Scrum approach, isn't it, to solve the what interest of a client or customer, isn't it? And it uses the Scrum uses the iterative process, and it uses the which kind of process? It is iterative process. And what are the features of Scrum are here? Now we are going to see some features of a Scrum. Scrum is a light-weighted framework. Okay, what is light-weighted here? Okay, by doing only few works or few, by performing few tasks in a particular product, okay, to finish that product, then such kind of frameworks or processes are called the lightweight framework process. Already agile itself has a one kind of lightweighted framework, isn't it? So whenever we are using agile process, automatically it will reduce the number of phases of a classical methods. It will be concentrated on only the part wherever we should implement the new works or new tasks, isn't it? So that's why even Scrum is also a one of the lightweighted framework. And coming to the second feature, Scrum emphasizes self-organization. So while doing the work by following Scrum, it has some self-organization mechanism. And coming to the third point, Scrum is a simple to understand. If you see the life cycle of your Scrum, so automatically you may get clear idea. It is what a difficult one or complex one or simple one, like that. Okay, it is a simple methodology to understand by anyone. And next, Scrum framework help the team to work together. Okay, so this framework help the team to work together. It's like one kind of teamwork, isn't it? These are some few features of a Scrum. And see down, this is the life cycle of a Scrum. What it is? It's a life cycle. If you see this life cycle, here different people are involved here and different phases are here. Okay, I'll explain you simply about this overall life cycle of a Scrum. First, to see here there is a person called product owner. Okay, who is that? Product owner. This product owner may be a stakeholder, which means customer, or maybe some manager of the company, okay, or some user. So anybody we may call it as a product owner. Okay, he is not exactly the what exactly a product owner, but he is a designated person into that particular company. Okay, what is the role of this person? What is the role of this person? This person will take the all the features. This person will take the all the features or all the requirements, or otherwise all the stories from okay customer, and he'll place the all the stories into this list. What is this list? It is a product backlog. What it is? It is a product backlog. Already in previous sessions I have discussed about the backlog itself. So whatever the stories will be okay inserted into this table, okay, this all the stories are called the product backlogs, isn't it? Story 1, story 2, story 3, story 4, like that. This is a collection of, this table is a collection of different stories. These all stories are called a stored under a product backlogs. Who will be collected these all the stories? By product owner. This product owner will collect the all the stories from stakeholder, which means from customer or client. Okay, from that person he will collect the all the requirements or features and will place into this product backlogs system. After that the whatever the here we are having one team. This is the development team. Okay, so development team for planning the overall okay product backlogs here. What they are going to take? Overall product backlogs here. So here there is a sprint planning. Okay, how they are going to work on this product backlogs? They are going to discuss. So as we discussed in earlier, there is a priority of that stories, isn't it? So based on that priority, okay, out of suppose here there are 25 records, 25 stories are available, means he took the sprint back from sprint backlogs. They took some few stories, highest priority stories. Okay, they'll work only first. They'll take the highest prioritized stories from the backlogs list, and they will send these okay stories to a okay development team. So development team at this place the work is going on from here to here. The work is going on while okay the teams are working in this sprint backlogs, which means some stories. So there is one person called scrum master. One person called scrum master. He may monitor each and every stage of that particular work. He may be a team leader or some other manager in that particular organization. Okay, so such kind of person is called a scrum master. What is the job here? What is his job here? He will monitor the okay work, stories work or sprints work. Okay, he is monitoring each and everywhere, and if anything need okay to address those what problems, so he will support them. He will support that, and he will make each and every team will be work togetherly or collaboratively, like that. He's the role of this scrum master. Scrum master is a leader. Okay, project leader or some product leader or some other manager. He monitors everything, whatever the work is going on. Okay, that is the scrum master. After this they'll create while some sprint. Here the sprint planning has been occurred. Okay, so what is sprint planning? Means it's one kind of meeting to finish off this work by a development team. Okay, so development team will be conducted one meeting. So in that meeting they will be discussed the overall number of stories. Okay, how many number of stories are there? Okay, how much time it's need to finish off this particular stories, and also what is the cost, and what are the how many prioritized and what are the highest priority stories are available in this particular backlog. So like that the development will be discussed everything about some this particular stories. So that meeting is called a sprint meeting or something, sprint planning. Here they were discussed about even the schedule, how many number of days we need to complete this one. So everything they should be planned at this stage. After planning only they are taking few stories, okay, from sprint backlogs, then they'll be started working on those. Okay, so while working with that particular backlogs stories, so scrum master will monitor the every work, whether this work is okay properly going on or not. So like that he'll cares about that one. He'll take some personal interest to monitor that particular work. After that, okay, at the while working with this particular what products, so every day there is a meeting called daily scrum or scrum meeting, or otherwise it is a stand up meeting. In companies they'll call it is a scrum meeting or stand up meeting, which means in that meeting they'll be discussing about, so what work is completed today, how much you have completed today. Okay, so is there any progress or not, any difficulties are you faced today's work or not, like that every day there is a small kind of meeting will be, okay, done in every each and every company, okay, in real time. So that kind of meetings are called scrum meetings or daily meetings or otherwise stand up meetings, like that some names are there. So every day they will report about the work. Okay, after that, okay, after that, is there any some requirements they need, they will, okay, ask for the refinements on this particular team. Okay, after the completion of this, okay, they'll give the potentially release increment. After completion of these tasks, again they will go for, okay, sprint retroscope, which means again the remaining things, whatever the what stories are available in this backlog list, again they'll take the other stories, same they will be continue with the process and they will be released. Okay, so like that this is a cycle of work. Okay, so after each and every, okay, one cycle there is a sprint meeting again. The sprint meeting means after completion of some few stories there will be a one kind of meeting with a client. Okay, they'll show, okay, you have given this kind of stories to us, we have finished 2 or 3, okay, please check it out whether these are all good, I mean according to your requirement or not. Like that there is a some review meeting. After completion of that also they'll conduct some meetings. Okay, scrum meetings are a daily basis meetings, but review meetings are, okay, after completion of some task, some job, okay, they'll conduct a meeting with the client, with all the members of that particular company. Okay, this is about some scrum life cycle. And if you will see the next slide, same, this is about product owner. Already we have discussed now, product owner is a either of what, so he is a stakeholder or a user or a management, product manager, anybody is act as a product owner. Next, scrum team. Scrum team means this is a team in between 5 and 9 people. Okay, there is a team with 5 to 9 people. Okay, they'll handle the many scrum project. Okay, So they won't use any kind of traditional software engineering technique. Those are the what knowledgeable people or talented people to work this kind of Scrum projects. Okay, so they'll pay the programmer, designer, tester, or architect. Who is the Scrum team? The Scrum team, okay, maybe a maybe he's those are maybe related to a those are not programmer, designer, tester, and architect. There is a special team to work on the such kind of works, project works. Why? Because these are talented enough. Why? Because they are working they are working with their own skills and knowledge and talent. They don't have any kind of previous what manuals or materials documents for this kind of works. I have asked for two features for phone. Okay, previously we have discussed now. So those two features are not till now. Nobody can be okay made. And in such a cases, there is no documentation for that. So whoever developing those two features, those must be talented enough. Okay, then only they are ready to handle, ready to do such kind of jobs. Okay, so the team members will be a strongest one. Okay, and what they'll have full knowledge, sound knowledge on that particular technologies. Then only they'll work on this particular kind of products, isn't it? And next, Scrum Master. Scrum Master, already we have discussed, he is responsible for everything. While making a product, he will monitor the project. Clear? And if we'll go for a next slide. So next slide also having some sprint. A sprint is a time box of 1 month or 2 months. A new sprint starts immediately after the completion of a previous sprint. So already I told you now how many number of stories are available with us. So how much time we need to complete all the stories. Okay, what are the first prioritized stories we are going to execute, and what is the time, what is the budget to that particular stories, like that they will be okay discuss in a sprint planning, isn't it? So this is about a sprint. And release, there is no option in release, but this is one word. When the product is completed, then it goes to the release stage. After completion of the all the stories, then we are going for a release stage. Next, a sprint review. So if the product still have some non-achievable features, then then we are going for the review, or after completion of the uh, few stories among many stories, then we are going for a sprint review. Next, a sprint retrospect. This stage, quality status of the product is checked. In this stage, quality or status of the product is checked. And also product backlogs. According to the prioritized features, the product is organized. Already we know the first one is product backlog. In this product backlog, all stories will be stored into that particular list, and also those are will be numbered according to a prioritization. Next, a sprint backlogs. A sprint backlogs is divided into two parts: product assigned features to a sprint and a sprint planning meeting. So a sprint planning meeting and also a sprints. So we have seen both a sprint, this is the sprint, and a sprint planning meeting. Every time we are going for some meeting, okay, for this sprints. This is about second one. And next we are going to see the advantages of Scrum framework. What is the first advantage? It is a fast moving. It will be worked. This framework is used to fast working, fast moving. So they won't go for some any other work. The Scrum team is a talented team in that particular company. Okay, they will be allotted for okay some this kind of works only. Themselves they'll work by using their knowledge. This is the strongest team in a company, isn't it? So they'll be dedicated for that particular okay stories, whatever the stories is assigned I mean given by a customer. Until unless okay they'll finish off this work, they're continuously working as a team members to finish off the work, isn't it? And this is the one of the fast moving work. Next, Scrum framework works by dividing the large products into a small products, and it is a divide and conquer strategy. If sometimes okay, sometimes if the customer may come with a big story, okay, he may come with a big story, then they will be divided into big story into number of small stories, and they'll start working on that particular stories. Okay, such kind of okay technique is called a strategy, is called a divide and conquer. First they will divide the problem into sub problems, then they'll add the solution, one solution to another solution, finally they'll get some result, that is called a conquer. Okay, next, in Scrum customer satisfaction is very important. What it is? Customer satisfaction. They are working for this purpose only, no? So here the customer satisfaction is very important. And Scrum is a adaptive in nature because it have a short sprint. So it is a adaptive in nature. Anybody can be doing this kinds of works. I mean they should be adapt to work, they should be ready to work this kind of what challenges. This is one kind of challenging work, so they should be okay, I mean adapt to that. As Scrum framework rely on constant feedback, so they'll be taking constant feedbacks, okay, in daily, right, to decrease the time. Why? Because they're taking the they're taking the feedbacks. They'll give after implementing something little work, and they'll show to that higher authorities. After taking the feedback, they'll be move on to work. Okay, like that they will be showing regular basis, isn't it? So if you are working okay regular feedback manner means it will be finish off within a less time. And if we will go for disadvantages of this Scrum, there are some few disadvantages also there in this Scrum. See, we'll see those disadvantages. First one is Scrum framework do not allow changes into their sprint, which means, so a sprint means it's a planning, which means a time box. So they won't, okay, if they are fixed to finish off that work within a 1 month means it's a 1 month time only. I mean within the 1 month only they should be completed that work. If they are asked for 1 month time to finish that work, so 100%ly they'll be given within the time only. They don't have the chance to take more time than that, isn't it? It's one kind of drawback. Why? Because here we are working with a new technologies or new purposes that maybe take more time to implement such kind of things. Okay, so at that time it's little difficulty process to complete within the time, isn't it? For some projects, not for all, but for some projects there is a need of there is a chance to increase the time. Okay, some complex factors may arise while working with some projects. In such a cases it's a too difficult okay to finish within a given time, isn't it? So that is the one of the disadvantage. Next disadvantage is Scrum framework is not fully described model. It's not a fully described model. Just if you wanna adapt it, you need to fulfill in the framework with your own details like extreme programming, okay, Kanban and DSDM. So already we have discussed now, it doesn't have any kind of documentation. It doesn't have any kind of full details. Just based on one user requirement or user story, we are ready to working on that. So everything we should take care of as the developers. Okay, as the developers, everything that is our responsibility to fulfill that feature. It's not okay readily available in market. Every small thing and every bigger thing you should take care yourself, isn't it? It's a one kind of little problem. And it can be difficult for the Scrum to plan, structure and organize the project that lacks a clear definition. If suppose If suppose he doesn't give a clear information about a feature, what the client needs, what the customer needs, so it's a little difficult to a scrum team, isn't it? Okay, whenever I'm giving some my features or my stories to the development team, if I'm not clear about that something, so how they will handle that? Is it's impossible now. If the customer will give the clear information about some features or some stories, then they'll be work on that, or otherwise they'll be tell us whether these things are possible, but these things are not possible. Like that, they will be discussing with us. If whatever I want, I don't have clear idea about such things, so how they will be handled? Okay, it's a too difficulty scenario. And coming to the last one, the daily scrum meetings and frequent reviews require substantial resources. Okay, they are going for conducting a daily, some scrum meetings are going on daily, every day. How much work is finished? How much work is finished today? What you have done? So like that, every day they are asking, means they need to provide some resources to them, isn't it? So that is also one problem. And these teams also very small teams. Why? Because, and one more drawback is, the scrum teams are very small. Why? Because the knowledgeable people and talented people are available in market, only less people. So by, I mean, because of the less team, I mean less team members, if okay, if something is going wrong within those, I mean they, any misunderstanding may come in between the people, or otherwise, okay, there is a chance to increase the time. So this kinds of thing problems may occur in scrum teams also. Okay, so this is about disadvantages of a scrum team.